shit when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that will draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the was a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try to create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Cut 19! 18 running!
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, Lamb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Value 3, value
to throw. Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stars out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lamb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Lamb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense cooking to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked. At the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down now, it's Lamb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Goff. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys you're never going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Right back to him on first down. Running right, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 85 yards. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going...
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robertson. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Final minute now in the third quarter. On first down, Lamb.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On the move to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Lamb, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Lamb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Goff now looks to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run the counter. It's Lamb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kenny Clark in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check.